Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu. Innal hamdanillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Muhammad Kamrul Hussain, Department of Business Administration, Metropolitan University, Sylhet. Welcome to my virtual classroom, MKA Classroom. Now let's start today's video tutorial. Today we will try to solving interest rates and time n. That means we are trying to find out the value of R and value of N. R means rate of interest and N means period of time. Now we will see, suppose you can buy a security at a price of 78.35 taka, that will pay you 100 taka after 5 years. What rate of return will you earn if you purchase the security? From our problem, we see that 78.35 will grow 100 taka after 5 years. So now question is, what rate of return will you earn if you purchase this security? So we have given the information, that is the present value, that is the future value, that is the number of n, and we have to find out rate of return, that means rate of interest. What will be our rate of interest? That is our problem. If we show this problem in our future value formula, then we can get the result. We can get its benefit. What will be our rate of interest? It is very simple for us. Now, formula for future value equal to present value into 1 plus r power n. So if we put the value, then we will get our desired answers. Here is a 78.35, 78.35, 1 plus r power 5. So at first you have to write down the given information. So FV, PV, N, all the information we have, then we have to find out the value of r. So future value 100, present value 78.35 and 5. So if we solve this problem, then we can find 1 plus r power 5 equal to 100 divided by 78.35. Then by the solving this equation, we can get 100 divided by 78.35, that means 1.2763. 1 plus r power 5. Then 1 plus r equal to 0.2763 power 1 by 5. 1.2763 power 1 भाग 1 by 5. One plus r equal to 1.0500, or r equal to 1.0500 minus 1 equal to 0.0500. Then you can see that is the 5%. Now solving for n. Suppose you know that a security will provide a return of 10% per year. It will cost 68.30 and you will receive 100 at maturity. In how many years the security mature? That is our problem. Here I said your return is 10% per year, cost 68.30, and at the maturity you will receive 10%. And what will be your maturity? That means you have to solve for n. What will be our value of n? Here is the present value, that is the future value, and that is the rate of interest r. Then we have to solve for n. Then if we use the formula for future value, then we can solve our problem. Then future value equal to present value into 1 plus r power n. Then given the information, given the information that FV equal to 100 taka, PV equal to 68.30 taka, 68.30, R equal to 10%, 10%, N equal to what? That is our problem. Here has said we have all the information except the value of N, and you have to solve for this problem. So, if we put the value, then we can get 100 equal to 68.30, 1 plus 0.10 power n. So, we know that always time interest rate should be in decimal format. We have this knowledge. So, then you can write down in this way 1 plus 0.10 power n equal to 100 divided by 68.30, 68.30. So, 100 divided by 68.30, 1.1 power n equal to 1.4641. Then if we take log the both sides, the result will be then n log 1.1 equal to log 1.4641. Then n equal to log 1.4641 divided by log 1.1. Then if we press this value in our calculator, then result will be log 1.4641 divided by log 1.1. So, that shows 4. So, that is our desired result, that is the 4 years. It shows that maturity period is 4 years. Maturity period is 4 years. So, here I say, in how many years does the security mature? So, it should be mature in 4 years. It should be matured in 4 years. So, that is value of n. Now we will see, suppose you just called the East Key State Bank and found that the balance is, your saving account is 1269.50 taka. If you deposit 806 years ago, what rate of return you want one savings account? Here I say it. You have deposited 800 taka 6 years ago and your 800 taka turned into 1269.50 taka in 6 years. And here is the question: what rate of return you have earned from your deposit? So here has the future value, that is the present value. Here has the 6 years value of n. Then you have to find out the value of R, rate of interest rate. Then we can use our required formula. We can use our formula for future value. Future value equal to present value into 1 plus R power n. That is our desired formula to solving this problem. Then we can write down the given information. What will I have? Future value we have 1269.50, 1269.50. Present value equal to 800, n equal to 6 years, and we have to find out the value of R. So if we put down this value to our formula, then we can easily solve this problem. 1269.50 equal to 801 plus R power 6. Then what will happen to our problem? 1 plus R power 6 equal to 1269.50 divided by 800. So if we solve this problem, then we can find 1 plus R power 6 equal to 1269.5 divided by 800. Then we have find 1.5868. Then 1 plus R equal to 1.5868 power 1 by 6. Then we can write down 1.5868 power 1 divided by 6. Then our result should be 1 plus r equal to 1.0799 for r equal to 1.0799 minus 1 equal to 0.0799 or 7.99%, or you can write down about to 8%. You can write down about to 8% because it is 7.99%. So, it is not equal to 8%, but it is about to 8%. So, our desired result r equal to 8% answer. So, here we have seen what rate of return you have earned on savings account are equal to 8%, are equal to 8%, are equal to 8%. That is our desired answer. Okay. Now, assume you can invest 1000 today at 7% interest. If you plan to sell the investment when its value reaches 1500, for how long will your money have to be invested? That means, what time you have to wait to grow your 1000 to 1500 at a rate of interest is 7%. So, that is another very easy problem. You can solve it very easy way. So, here you have present value. This present value will grow in future 1500, that is future value. You can earn 7% rate of interest, that is value of r, and how long your money will be invested, that means how long you have to wait, that is the n. What should be the value of n? That is our problem. So, here all the information we have except the value of n, and now you have to solve for the value of n. So, we will go to our virtual whiteboard, then we can write down our formula. Future value equal to present value 1 plus r power n. So, we have to write down our given information. Future value would be 1500, present value equal to 1000, rate of interest is 7%. You have to solve for the value of n equal to what? You have to solve for the value of n. So that is easy for us. Then we put our value to our formula. So you can write down beside this or etc etc, or you can give a sign, you can give it 1 plus 7% means 0.07. You have to remember that rate of interest should be expressed in decimal format for the solving problem. Then 1.07 power n equal to 1500 divided by 1000. So what will happen to our problem? 1.07 power n equal to, I think that should be 1.5. Then 1000 1.5. If you take the log of the both side, n log 1.07 equal to log 1.5, then n equal to log 1.5 divided by log 1.07. By pressing your calculator, we find our desired solution, log 1.5 divided by log 1.07. Then here we have found 5.9928. So you can write down it about to 6 years, about to 6 years. So you can write down now about to 6 years, because it is 5.9928. So it is near about 6. So you can write down your answer is 6 years. So how long will your money have to be invested? Your answer is n equal to 6 years. So if you invest your 1000 taka at a 7% interest rate in a bank, that 1000 taka reaches to 1500 in 6 years. That is our desired answers. Now, suppose you borrow 1000 and the loan agreement requires you to pay 282 per year for next 4 years. If the payments are made at the end of each year, what interest rate you are paying on your loan? So that is our problem. Here I said, suppose you borrow 1000 today. You are borrowing this amount today. So that should be our present value, PVA, present value of annuity. And your loan agreement requires to pay 282 per year for the next 2 years. That should be our PMT. So here I said per year for the next 4 years. So N should be 4. And here I said what interest rate you are paying for this amount. Then R equal to what? R equal to what? So if we put down this problem to our table, PVA equal to PMT PVIFA R and N, then we can find our solutions. PVA, that should be 1000, your payment is 282, and our formula PVIFA, present value interest factor annuity. R is not given, but N is given 4. So N equal to 4. We know that PMT 282, PVA 1000. Now we will solve this problem. Then what would be our value? PVIFA R 4 equal to 1000 divided by 282. So we will see 1000 divided by 282, that should be 3.546. PVIFA R 4 equal to, it says 3.54609, or any other, no problem. So what will happen? You have to search this value in this table. That would be our required rate of interest, PVIFA table. So open the table, present value interest factor annuity. So I think this is our table, present value interest factor annuity, present value interest factor annuity. That is our table. So where we said value of n equal to 4, value of n equal to 4, do you see value of n equal to 4? Yes, and our value is 3.546, 3.546, and here 3.5460. That means 5% shows our required value. So we can write down, it is usually, that is the intersect point 5% and 4 period. So in the 4 period, we have to find out our calculated value 3.5460. So in this way we have searching this value in the 4 period, then we find it has in the 5% value. So then we can write down PVIFA 5% for year equal to 3.5460. So our desired rate of interest is 5%. Answer, our desired interest rate is 5%. Answer. Okay, suppose you borrow 18,000 to make home improvements. According to the loan agreement, the interest on loan is 13%. If you can afford to pay only 4,070 taka at the end of each year, how many payments must you make to pay off the loan? That means what are the number of payments period or each year, number of n, what would be your number of n? Suppose you borrow 18,000. So today you are borrowing this 18,000. This should be PVA, present value annuity. According to the agreement, your interest rate is 13%. R should be 13%. And PMT, you are providing each year PMT 4,070. Each year you are providing. And now the question arises, how many payments must you to make you to pay up the loan? How many payments? That means number of n. What should be your number of n? So we will show my virtual whiteboard our problem. PVA equal to PMT into present value interest factor annuity RN. So that is our 18,000 taka we are brought and makes our installment 4,070 taka. NPVIFA are 13% and number of period is not given in here. So, if you solve this problem, then we can find the value of n in our table. So, PVIFA 13%. So, you have to look the value in the table in the 13%, then we can solve our problem. 18,000 divided by 4,070. So, what will be our result? Our result will be 18,000 divided by 4070, 4.4226. So, if we find our value in the table, present value interest factor table with the 13% rate of interest, where has this value? That means you have to search for this value in below the 13%. So, we can find our table 13%. So, we do not have the 13%. So, if you have 13%, then it will be easily solved for us. So, we can note down 4.4226 near about 4.4226 4.4226. If we count this value 4.4226 divided by 2 and we will try this again 6 year and 7 year. We will add this value 12% and 14% and divided by 2, 4.1114 plus 3.8887 divided by 2, 4.000. So, that is not in here. So, 4.5638 plus 4.2883 divided by 2. So, 4.4260. So, that is our required year 7. That is your required year 7. So, 13% here has 13%, 12 and 14 between has the 13%, here has the 13%. So, how can we get the value of 13%? If we add 12% and 14% and divided by 2, then we can get the middle value, that is 13%. So, in the period 7, we have two values, near about two values. Then if we add these two values and divided by 2, then our result is matching but at first we trying at the year 6, that is not matching for our calculation. So, we can say our required rate or required period is 7. So, we put down this value in here, PVIFA 13%, 7 equal to 4.4226. So, N equal to 7. So, if you borrow this amount and you have to pay this amount by the 7 installment, that is N equal to 7. That is your required answer. That should be our required answer. So, suppose you want to start your own business in 10 years and you plan to deposit an amount in a savings account every year, so that you have sufficient funds to start the business. You have determined that you need 1 lakh in 10 years and you have decided to make the first deposit at the end of this year. If the savings account pays an annual interest rate equal to 5%, how much must you deposit each year to reach your 1 lakh taka goal? So, at first you have to understand the problem, what type of problem it is, present value or future value. So, here it is clear that suppose you want to start your own business in 10 years, that means you will start your business after 10 years. That means that is a problem for future value of annuity, and you have to deposit each year, every year a sufficient fund you have to deposit to reach your goal. That should be your goal. That should be your goal. 1 lakh taka. That should be your goal. That should be your goal. 1 lakh taka in 10 years. So, N equal to 10 and PVFA 1 lakh. You have to decide to make the first deposit at the end of each year. So, that is the ordinary annuity. So, it is also clear, and rate of interest is 5%, R equal to 5%. And here I said, how must you deposit each year to reach the goal? That means you have to find out PMT. You have to find out PMT. So, all is clear. PMT, you can solve this by the tabular method, war timeline method, or you can do is by the formula method, whatever you like. But I will do it by the tabular method. So, where is my whiteboard, virtual whiteboard? F V A equal to PMT PVIF A FRN. That is our formula for future value of annuity. So here is the given information, so you have to write down. I need not this. So our goal is 1 lakh taka, that is our goal. So we do not know the payment, but any other things we will know. Future value interest factor, annuity interest rate is 5% and number of period is 10. So if we find our table, we will find our value FVIFA. FVIFA, that is our value FVIFA, future value interest factor annuity 5% and 10-year, that should be crossing the value 12.578. Do you see this value? 12.578. So if we write down the value PMT 12.578 equal to 1 lakh. So PMT equal to, it is very clear. If we divide this amount, then we will show our value 12.578. One lakh divided by 12.578. 7,950.39. That is our payment. So if you deposit for 10 years, each year 7,950.39 taka for 10 years, then after the 10 years you will receive 1 lakh taka by the rate of interest is 5%. So that should be our payment. That should be our payment. Now we will see, suppose you just own a lottery prize equal to 1 lakh. Your plan to use the winnings to help pay for your college education for next 5 years. Your plans include graduate school. If you can invest your winnings at 6%, how much can you withdraw from investment each year to pay for your education? Assume that withdrawals represent an annuity due. That is, first withdrawal is today. Okay. So here I said you have gotten 1 lakh taka and you will deposit it to your bank account. Deposit it in your bank account, and your plan is for to next 5 years. So the value of n equal to 5, and your bank provide you interest rate is 6%. Then now question is, in each year how much amount will you withdraw from your account to meet up your educational tuition fee, and your first payment start from today. So here we have to think what type of problem. Here has said you have just won a lottery prize equal to 1 lakh. So it is related to the present value, and here has said you will need this amount for the next 5 years, and each year you will withdraw a amount which will solve your educational problem. Rate of interest is 6%, n equal to 5 years. So actually this is the problem of present value of annuity, and you have to find out your installment that you are getting from each year from your bank. So now if we put down our formula, then we will get its answer. So we have 1 lakh, we have 1 lakh which we are deposit today, and we don't have payment. We have to solve payment. 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 0.06 power 5. Am I sure? Yes. Rate of interest is 0.06. Here has said it is the annuity due problem, so it should be in this way. Now if we solve this problem, then we will have 1 lakh equal to PMT. Then if we solve this problem, then 1.06 power 5. This answer 1 minus this answer 0.06 into 1.06, that is we have 4.4651. Then PMT equal to 1 lakh divided by 4.4651. 1 lakh divided by 4.4651. The result is 22,396 taka. Here is 95.91. So you can write down 22,396 taka. That is our desired installment that you can withdraw from your bank each year through 5 years for your educational period. 22,396 taka. So that is our payment. Next, suppose you pay 846.80 for an investment that promised to pay you 250 per year for the next 4 years. If the payments are made at the end of each year, what interest rate will you earn on this investment? Suppose you pay 846.80. So obviously this amount is present value of annuity amount, and that is our PMT. Each year you are getting 250 taka per year. If for the next 4 years, so n should be 4, and what should be our r equal to what? So that is we solve for r. So PVA equal to PMT PVIFA R n equal to 4. So PVA 846.80, payment 250, PVIFA R 4. So if we solve this problem, this should be PVIFA R 4 equal to 846.80 divided by 250. So result would be 846.8 divided by 250, 3.387. So we have to find out this value in the table, present value interest factor annuity at the 4-year period. Then we will solve this problem. So PVIFA, our year is 4, and our desert value is 3.387. 3.387. if we try to find out our value 3.387 in here, so our desired interest rate is 7%. So it is clear that PVIFA 7% 4-year has this value 3.387. So our required interest rate is 7%. So our required interest rate is 7%. So here is the 7%. So what rate of interest we will earn from your investment? That is 7%. Suppose you pay 1,685 for an investment that promise to pay you 400 per year. If the investments are made at the end of each year, how many payments must you receive to earn 6% return? So here has said 6% return. That means R equal to 6%, 400 taka per year, that is PMT, and suppose you pay 1,685 for an investment, that is obviously it is present value of annuity, PVA, present value of annuity. So now we have to find out how many payments, that means what would be the number of N. So we can use our table or tabular format. PVA equal to PMT PVIFA IN. So here is 1,685. That you will receive 250. Sorry, 400. 400 per year. PVIFA. Your interest rate is 6%, and you have to find out the value of N. So if we solve this problem, this would be PVIFA 6% N equal to 1,685 divided by 400. The result should be 1,685 divided by 400. 4.2125 PVIFA a 6% and N. So if we try to search present value interest factor annuity table with the rate of interest is 6%, which year has the value of 4.2125. So that is our value present value of an annuity, our interest rate is 6%. So, interest rate is 6%, and which year has the value of 4.2125, 4.2125. So, here you see in the end at the year 5 there has the value 4.2124. So, that is the near about our required value. So, this should be our answer 4.2124. Can you see 4.2124 and year is 5, year is 5. So, we can write down 5. So, n should be n equal to 5 years. That is our desired answer. That is our desired answer. 5 years. What? 5 payments. 5 payments. How many payments you have to provide? Here I said, how many payments must you receive to earn 6% interest? 5 payments. You have to receive 5 payments. That is our desired answers. This all about today. Stay home, stay safe, try to maintain a safe social distance, try to wash your hands frequently in a day. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaika. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.